In order for you to supply content to your apps, you must first generate that content through InDesign. When you are finished with your testing, you are ready to make a final ZAVE file. You choose Generate at the bottom of the ZAVE Project Manager panel to begin. If you are making two different versions of your app, one for Retina and one for non-Retina, you need to generate the project for one of them first. Then choose the Retrieve file to save that file. Now you will need to generate for the other specification, Retrieve, and name that file a different name. When you define your ZAVE URL and manifest file in the ZAVE portal, it knows which file is for which device. The first thing it knows is what you've picked for project settings for your project at the beginning. If you never changed anything, it is set to iPad by default. If you are making an iPhone or some other specific device, this needs to be defined at the start of the project. Secondly, it knows whether the ZAVE was defined as Retina or non-Retina. When the device calls for the issue or ZAVE file, it downloads the appropriate ZAVE file for the device. The next part is for you to host the ZAVE file. I'll use Dropbox to give you a quick overview. I will place my two ZAVE files I just created in my Dropbox folder on my machine and wait for them to sync. If you haven't built your app in App Factory or defined your app in ZAVE Publishing, that is all you need to know for now. If you have, please continue watching. Once the files are uploaded, you can right-click the file and choose Dropbox Share Link. A browser will launch and I can choose Copy Link. This will store the public link in my clipboard. When you are ready to test this file in your app, you must define where the files are in the Publish section of the ZAVE Publishing portal. You can first define the URL by pasting it in. If you do use Dropbox, you will need to put $DL=1 after the ZAVE. That will make the file an automatic download. You then pick the corresponding ZAVE file that was generated at the time you retrieved your ZAVE. This manifest file contains all the metadata that defines your ZAVE file. Once that ZAVE file is defined, you can then do the same process for your other orientations and screen sizes. In theory, if you were selling one issue as the same price for iPhones and iPads, you could have 4 different ZAVE files uploaded here. One for iPad, one for iPad Retina, and one for iPhone and one for iPhone Retina. The next logical question is that all from the same project? And the answer is no. Not if you want readers to be able to read your text, and for the issue to be in the correct size. Let's say you originally designed it for iPad. You could get the first 2 Retina and non-Retina ZAVEs from InDesign. However, if you wanted issues to fit correctly on an iPhone, you would need to create a project defined for the iPhone size. Then import copies of your iPad layout InDesign pages, resize those pages, fix all the layouts, then render the iPhone Retina and non-Retina ZAVEs. I hope this video gives you a better understanding of the ZAVE process. Thanks.